We in here. That's the intro. That's what we doing.
We just
Rewind it.
gonna have
Rewind it.
that. We just gonna go straight to it. We in
Rewind
here.
it.
Yeah, Yaiba.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Oh man, but welcome back to the Anime Association. I am Kaio Tim times 10. I have Anime Addict here with me today, but we also have a very special guest, Rob
Yeah,
Da
yeah,
Weeb. How are both of y'all
yeah.
doing today?
I'm
Doing good,
good.
man.
Yep, yep. Work last
Nice.
night. Now I'm up, just chilling.
I
Feeling
That's
like a
best
villain.
you can do.
Yep.
Feeling like a villain is crazy.
Villain art. Villain art starting.
But
Villain- yeah,
we're talking about Yaiba. Now,
yep,
it's
yep.
not our normal episode setup. We're just talking about pretty much the halfway point of the season up to episode 6. Episode 7, I think, just came out a few days ago. But what are y'all's first impressions? Before y'all go, I am going to say this, and it might be a hot take to both of y'all. Yaiba is annoying as shit. I do not like him at all. I do not like
Oh
Yaiba.
man.
He is the antagonist of the series. I don't care what nobody says. He is the
He's
antagonist.
a little jerk, man. He's a really a jerk. And I was watching him. I'm like, yo, he's really a, but he's like a unaware jerk. That's the worst part. He don't even know
Yeah,
how dumb he doesn't know how stupid he is. Like, it's just crazy. Nah,
yeah.
but oh man, I
Go
love
ahead.
Yaiba though. I love Yaiba.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on it so far?
When I first seen it, uh, I saw it a long time ago, but it was in bits and pieces, so I couldn't remember. But when I saw it again, the remake, it like kind of reminded me. I'm like, yo, this show is amazing. It got that Dragon Ball feel. The show is amazing. The art style, the comedy, like it's a good show. It's well balanced. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of humor and action, and the story's pretty good too. Like everything is really balanced in the show. The art style and animation is just it's not like Soul Leveling where you need all these flashing lights and stuff to jump all over the place. You know what I mean? You don't need that, and it's still dope. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's in a league of its own, in my opinion.
to an extent, I agree. I think there's some parts where the humor crosses over into corny at certain
Sometimes.
points. But I definitely get like the Dragon Ball Goku vibe from Yaiba himself, especially Kid Goku. You know, the from 10 to 13 Goku, where he's just a straight menace with a fucking power pole going on around beating people up. Uh,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. What about you, Addict? What's your first thoughts on it?
Yeah, I love it. I love the action, the comedy, everything that it blends together. I do kind of agree with the cringy comedy, but I think that kind of excuse me, styles back to like the older like 90s comedy because it's
Mhm.
originally from the
Mm,
90s. So I think that it's a perfect blend of like 90s along with modern.
yeah, like
Yeah,
the
I
cringe. Like,
can
would you
see
would you say like the cringe comedy is kind of like you ever seen the Spider-Man and Friends, like the old one?
Yeah.
Like how Peter Parker is like so like not funny, but it's dry, but he's still funny. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
It's
No,
like
I wouldn't even say that. I would say it really crosses over almost where if it went a little bit longer, it would to me personally, I'd be like, I'm not watching this.
mm,
Like there were certain parts that were just a little too corny to me.
Yeah,
like
I think that just kind of intensifies the character that Yaiba is because he's very goofy,
mhm,
and I just think that like with that the comedy is like a part of it. So, but like I
mhm.
can see where you're coming from though, because like I just think that sometimes the older anime's comedy style is very corny because it was a different time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still think the show overall is good despite that.
You gotta also add the fact that Yaiba's like out of touch with like technology in modern day. He still lived in the forest and shit. You know what I mean? So when he came there and he sees all the cars and all this stuff, he's like, "What is this? What is that?" He don't know nothing besides bamboo swinging, swinging sticks and shit, and riding
Yeah,
animals.
yeah,
Like he
like
don't
how
really.
he dealt with the that one guy. He turned his back on him just to sense his presence and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, what do y'all think about his fighting style and awareness? Do y'all think he's an actual good fighter, or y'all think he just like swings at the like just swings around and just gets lucky at times?
Mm. I mean,
Well, I think he's a really good fighter. I think his awareness is bad because like the moment he sees somebody, he just wants to fight. So that's
Mhm.
what also reminds me of Goku a lot. It's just he wants to just fight anybody and everybody. But I also think because of the environment he grew up in, that's all he knows. So that's
hmm
why he approaches things that way.
yeah,
Okay, so
it's like he's a mixture of like Goku, but he has Gohan's potential, but he has Goku's stupidity. You get what I'm saying? He's like a mixture of both, in my opinion. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like he's very like balanced weird. It's like weird balanced, but he's gonna make it somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like somehow he's gonna pull through. But I believe in him. He's good. He's good.
yeah, nah, I like it. Like Addict was saying, it has you can tell it's from its time period, right? Like
hmm
even though it's a remake, you can tell this is early to mid '90s anime manga type stuff, right? And just like Rob, I do remember seeing the original growing up, but just bits and pieces of it, right? Like I don't
Yeah.
like it's the same thing. Like oh, I see these characters, I know these characters, but the plot points and stuff, I was just a wee little boy knee high to a grasshopper, so I could
We Tim. We Tim.
I don't remember none of it, right? Uh I do think the whole Fujin and Raijin thing is pretty interesting. What do y'all think about it? Like, what do you think about the whole Fujin Raijin God Sword type of thing going on?
I think it's cool. I think to have like a little bit of martial arts mixed with supernatural is always a cool concept to have. Because I like both, so kind of blending both together is a really cool thing, and it also gives the characters like something to chase in a way because it's like because they are human beings, they want to seek this supernatural power. So like them going out of their way on this adventure to go find it and train and all this different stuff is really cool to see.
Mm,
Definitely.
okay,
Um
what about you, Rob? What you think about the
um
Fujin Raijin and
I
stuff?
liked it too because it's like the never-ending rivalry thing they had, right? And then how it shows the difference in skill, how when Onimaru he just touched it and he had the power already. And then Yaiba shows he has a long way to go because he had to take the gem out and he's fighting without the gem. Well, where I'm at right now. So like he's just spinning it on his finger and doing stuff. I thought that was cool too, with the little spinny finger thing he was doing. And it reminds me of Sasuke when he had that big shuriken. Remember that?
Yeah,
Like the same thing. That's what it kind of reminded me of. And he's just like he's just whipping people's ass with it. Like he doesn't. He needs the power of it still, but like he's still going crazy without it. And I can't imagine when he gets it. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm
yeah.
not that far into it, but I know he's gonna get crazy. And for somebody like that, when they get powerful, it's just really out of control. It reminds you of like Kid Buu or something. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of power, but very sporadic. Like you don't know what he's gonna do. Like Yaiba is out of control. What he did to Onimaru, he trapped him in the hole and stuff. He stole all his armor. He did all that stuff. I'm like, this guy's an asshole, man.
Straight menace to society. I tell you that much.
If somebody did that to me, man, I'd be so mad in front of the whole school.
So do you think? So you think all the anger that he gave Onimaru? Do you think that's what turned him into a demon? Do you think that like actually made him turn into a demon, or you think it was just the luck
Mm,
of touching the sword that turned him to a demon, or unluck of touching the
mm.
sword, whatever way you want to look at it?
I think he had the skill already for it. You get what I'm saying? He had the skill already for it, but he probably never lost before. So that mentally messed him up, because he probably one shots everybody besides Yaiba. That was like the first
Mhm.
time, probably in a long time, where that happened, and he just couldn't. He couldn't handle it. He just Sasuke again. I keep doing like different thing. He just went like Sasuke mode where he seeked power from the Orochimaru, and he didn't care how he got it. You get what I'm saying? And he got it like instantly because he was that strong. It's just Yaiba is just one thing. It's just unpredictable.
See,
Like,
that's different than how I looked at it because I did see. I know Attic was talking about it on the live at 5 at one point in time, and you just brought up he was searching. I don't feel like he was searching for that power,
mhm.
and it just kind of it was just like kind of happenstance type of thing
Yeah.
that it landed in his hands. That's why I don't think Yaiba was necessarily the person that turned him into a demon, but maybe I
Yeah.
missed something where it was like his rage is what fed Fujin to turn him
Mhm.
into a demon. Did
Yeah. I
did did,
mean,
that, did I miss something there?
I feel like, how can you say? I feel like he was searching for a way to get back at Yaiba, and then the sword popped up. And he's like, "Oh, perfect! Now I'm gonna fuck him up." Like that's what
Okay.
it felt like happened. And like so, even without the sword, I think he would have got back at him somehow, because that rivalry was just out of control already, and like it just started. Like I wanted to see what he would do to Yaiba next, because they kept going back and forth, doing like crazy stuff to each other, and I was like, what is he gonna do next? He killed his birds, remember? Or he let him go or something. And I was like,
Yeah.
those are his birds. He was crying and stuff. I was like, oh, Yaiba's about to die. I was like, and then he gets the sword, and I'm like, oh, it's up.
Yeah. So Addict, as of right now, what's your favorite moment? Unless you had something to add about the demon part.
Well, yeah, I did want to say I think it's kind of both. I think it's a little bit of circumstance of uh, what he found was a circumstance, not necessarily the fact that he turned into something else and got this new power. Because I think he was searching for that due to the fact that he was embarrassed by Yaiba. But I think that he didn't know he was going to find the sword. I think that's what the circumstance was. The sword
Hmm.
is the circumstance, but the power is what he was already looking for anyway. Because I think he was like praying to like his ancestors or something, right? It was something along those lines of
Hmm.
he was like in his temple or whatever, and then that's when he found the I don't know what it's called down in the cave or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was like some
Um,
type of shrine under his house to the Lord
yeah,
of Wind,
Yeah.
Fujin. Yeah, I think he was praying to his ancestors because most likely it's like a Shinto religion that he's
Hmm.
that he's actually practicing at that point in time.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I think it was just a little bit of both, but I don't blame him at all because of what Yaiba did.
He
I
killed the
like,
pigeons. He killed his
yeah, like
pigeons, man.
this kind of touches on what I said with the One Piece video. As the older I'm getting, I kind of side with villains a little bit more because
This is
I can.
different. This is this is a lot different than.
I mean, I don't know. It's just sometimes I can like see where they're coming from. I guess because
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of I try to stay open minded, so it's like I see both sides of things.
Mm.
So I'm like I can understand why he did what he did because Yaiba was a jerk.
Yeah,
Yo,
nah. Look, it needs to be called Onimaru, and we need Yaiba to be the actual villain.
that's
Because
what I'm
what the
saying.
hell?
Yaiba is like more of a menace than him. But like
Yeah,
going off what Addict said, I actually had a discussion about that. About the older you grow, the more you side with the villains. And we were talking about Madara, and I was talking about like how I didn't think what he was doing was that bad in a way. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I feel like it's kind of like Thanos, how he was trying to do it for the greater good, but the way he was doing it wasn't necessarily that good. You know what I'm saying? But Madara, when we were talking about it, it's like he's trying to do world peace, right? Basically make everybody live out their dream and all stuff like that. But my friend's like, it's not real though. I was like, it's true, but you can do whatever you want, and then you just die like that. That wouldn't be so bad. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
in
I think. Oh, go ahead, Tim.
in theory, it sounds right, right? Like in theory, like oh, you're living your own personal dream, but it's just that a personal dream. You have taken away autonomy at that point in time. That's what makes it bad because they're not really
Mm.
living their dream. They are literally just dreaming their life, right? So
Yeah,
that's
Tim
what
got
makes it
SAT
bad. You
word.
have taken away their complete autonomy because it was giving them their desire of what they were fighting for, even though it's like, okay, if Sasuke got put under it, he would be living with his whole family and clan, but that's not reality.
Reality. It's
You know
not
what I'm saying?
reality. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the things. And like you like but and this is where like the motives and stuff cross over. It's like you can agree with the motive, right? But it's the way of going about it type of thing. And I think
Yeah.
that's where there's that thin line of like you said, Thanos. He wants to end suffering through resources, through a lack of resources. He wants to kill people. Why not just create unlimited resources? Yeah, like it's like one of them type of things. But to
Mm.
get back to it, Addict, what's your favorite part so far?
Mm, probably. when Yaiba first touches the sword and he, like, starts to get taken over,
Mm,
I think that was like a foreshadowing type of thing of, like, what we could potentially see in the final battle between him and Onimaru, um, because I don't think he's obviously gonna be, like, just straight up like that, like a lightning devil or whatever, but I think he's gonna have that, like, power with it. He's just gonna have it controlled at that point, and it's gonna be, um, a little bit tweaked from what we saw, but I do think, it's gonna be something similar to that against Onimaru, and I could also see, like, Onimaru having, like, a transformation of some sort as well.
Oh,
That's
you
true.
know, when he very first went into that lightning form, it reminded me of y'all remember, I can't think of the name. It's a Pokemon, electric type Pokemon that looks, I was about to say looks like a mouse, but then y'all gonna be like, what, Pikachu? And it's not Pikachu, but it's like the one that stands up and actually has like hands and stuff like that. Oh man, I can't think of his name now, but he was
Mm.
one of the original 151. Uh
Really? You mean Electabuzz?
I
Not
think that's what
Electabuzz.
it was. I think that is who it was. That it
Ain't
just
no
that's
damn
just
Pikachu for
kind of
them.
what it gave me that vibe
Ain't
as.
no damn Pikachu, Tim.
No, I
I don't
knew
even
it
know how
wasn't no
this
Pikachu.
must be the ball telepathy. I read your thought, man.
Yeah. Him.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go,
Electabuzz.
Electabuzz.
Yep,
How did I
yep.
know? That's crazy.
That's exactly who he reminded. It is. We ain't got the hair to stop the powers, man.
That's
That's
what
what
it
that
is.
difference is. Yeah.
It's a force. It's blocking our thing. You got to shave your head, Attic. It's the only
Yep.
way.
Oh,
It's
hell
the
no.
only
He
way.
I'm
said, "Hell,
holding on to what I got left.
you don't want to be like Onimaru? You don't want to be like him?
No, my hairline's already receding, trying to hold on to what I got.
The little comb over with the three
You
hairs
know
like this.
what? I think I might have to cosplay as Onimaru now because he is
Oh,
bald with the horns. I might
yo,
have
you could
to,
do it.
yeah,
You might have to
but
shave.
then I
You might
have
have
to
to shave the
shave the
beard
beard.
though.
So fuck
Yeah, you
that.
gotta. Oh man.
Rob, what's your favorite part so far that you've seen?
um, I really love, for example, the comedy. This type of comedy I haven't seen in a long time. So I'm just really enjoying every time I see Yaiba, what is he gonna do stupid next? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really enjoying that. But on the truck when he was fighting him and he bit his head and he and he got hit by the sign, I was like I was dying. I
Yeah,
haven't died in an anime in a long time. Just saying. I've laughed, I smiled, like, "Oh, that was funny," but Yaiba's actually making me laugh. I haven't done
yeah,
that in a long time from an anime, and, the last I remember of doing that was from, I don't even know. I think it was, Cautious Hero. I think that was the last time I was, like, actually laughing, like, "This guy is just stupid, he's just mad funny," you know? That's what I'm enjoying the most, plus the '90s aesthetics and the action is just perfect to me. Not too much, not too little, it's just right there.
yeah. Re-seeing a lot of the '90s style kind of brought up to the current day. Like I know you're not caught up all the way, but there's a scene where they're, I think it's episode 6, Addict, where they're fighting the vampire, and it's the night scene, and you see the city lights and stuff behind them and everything.
Mm,
That was a beautiful scene. Like they really stepped up the animation with that specific fight right there.
Y
mm,
Yeah, that episode kinda reminded me a little bit of, Ghost Sweeper Mikami, the movie, because they're, like, fighting a devil at night, and so, like, that was, like, really cool to see, like, the type of, like, environment that they were in, it was very similar.
mm.
Yeah,
And
nah, that
that's
was
crazy too, because you don't really get to see a lot of anime fights at night. It's very kind of rare. You know what I mean? I can't really
Yeah, and,
think of
like,
any anime with a fight at night.
yeah, and it was kinda also cool to see, like, it was sorta like Demon Slayer, like, when the sun comes up, that's when he, like, is really
Mm,
weak.
okay.
and that's what kind of confused me. Maybe it's because I was not paying all the way attention, or maybe because they made it like really known it was nighttime. They didn't start that fight at night. They started that fight during the day.
Anime addict. He's like, what?
I
I'm
thought,
pretty sure they started it during the day.
I thought the fight was in 2 parts, so, like, they fought during the day, and then later on at that one, like, abandoned house or wherever they were fighting. I
Mm,
thought that
Yeah,
was, like yeah.
yeah. Like so the fight did start during the day with the vampire, and
okay.
then
Yeah,
they
but he,
went
like
to nighttime.
yeah, I thought he, like, escaped, and then they fought then they came back to it and fought later on.
Mm,
It
Unless
was nighttime when they picked back up the fight, but he had already fought them in the daytime, and
right,
then
right.
the sunlight killed.
damn, I
I
can't
mean
wait. I'm gonna watch that. I can't wait.
Unless I'm misremembering because I watched it like 2 weeks ago. But
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, I just watched it at the 1.5. So,
mm.
is there anything that y'all aren't liking about it so far that you've seen?
I like it. I like everything so far. It's just one thing about the old anime, it's kind of predictable some ways, you know? Like when he met the old man for the first time, he's like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "It's obviously him." You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
obviously could tell. And then he started doing like how I think a lot of the older anime do it, where there's like always an old man who's super strong, but he looks like he's weak as shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the older anime do this. Like they had a Netero from Hunter x Hunter. You know,
Roshi.
Roshi. Yeah, there's a lot of
Jiraiya.
old. Yeah,
You said
no,
Jiraiya.
I don't look that
I would
weak.
say Hiruzen. If anything, Hiruzen the third. He would fall more in that than
Animatic trolling.
Jiraiya.
Animatic trolling. The views is going through the roof right now. Animatic trolling. Nah, but that's like a old school. Like, there's not that many like newer anime who have like a old man who's like that strong. You know what I'm saying? That's like I think it's like a '90s type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, 90s. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is more of an old school type of thing. I think the last time it was really prevalent would probably be like the early 2000s. If
Okay.
anything, One Piece was probably the last like actual big franchise to do it with Rayleigh, if anything. So, uh, but other than that, what about you, Attic? Is there anything you're not really liking about it?
uh, kind of what Rob was saying. Like it is pretty predictable at times, but the thing is, I still enjoy those type of things,
Mm-hmm.
even though I already kind of know. You already know what's gonna happen. You already know Yaiba's gonna win in the end. So it's like
Yeah.
if I were to be unbiased and be like someone who's looking at this from a neutral standpoint, I would be like, yeah, this is super predictable. I could understand why some people might not want to watch it. But for me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I still enjoy it. I still like those type of things. So I'm going to keep watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a very like simple story, but I like what's going on, you know? It's like one of those, it's just like very simple, straight to the point, but it's just very entertaining to watch. Like I enjoy it's my favorite anime out this season. And then it's
Mm,
after that it's Lazarus. Those are my two favorite
mm,
right now. I'm
okay.
saying because it's the '90s thing. I don't know what it is. Like is they taking over? Because the To Be Hero X, I'm not really feeling that much. The art style and some of
We're
the
about
other
to kick him
artworks.
out. We're about to kick him
Oh
out,
man.
Attic. It'll just be me and you after this.
I'm not really feeling it, man. Just the like you remember when Ninja Kamui, whatever, when it did that thing, when it turned like CGI, I completely dropped it. Right after that, I was like, this is so ass. I felt like they didn't have to do that because remember watching old school Gundam, how the Gundams fought. They didn't need the CGI and it still looked amazing. I really love Gundam, you know? So if they would have did that with Ninja Kamui, I understand they probably wouldn't move as fast because they're robots, gotta make it kind of realistic in a way. But I still would have been cool with that rather than have it did what it did. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It just completely after that, a lot of people dropped the show and the ratings went down and just died after that. And it was really
Yeah,
sad. It was really sad because the first like 3 or 4 episodes was crazy. It's, it was
yeah.
it was bringing animation back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's one of the first times besides like Demon Slayer, like Fate Stay Night. Like after that, I think that was like next up. That was killing it. There was clips everywhere of that show when it was coming out. And then after the robotic armor suit thing, nobody watched it. You know.
Well, it's funny you bring up Gundam because the new one is CGI heavy, but it still gives you a
Uh,
lot of the old vibe, though. I'm not sure if
okay.
Addict. I know Addict's been running back watching the older Gundams. I don't know if he gets that vibe from the new one, but I at least the design I get that vibe from the new one. Like it doesn't feel CGI for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. There's like two different types of CGI. And this is the one that isn't just like horrible to look at. Like this is the one that the design of it still looks like older anime, but like the movement of it is very 3D. So like
Okay.
for me personally, I still like it, but I can understand like where Rob's coming from, where people say like, "Oh, like this will make me not want to watch it anymore because of how bad it is."
I don't. I don't. I think they're just picky. That's all I think it is. I think
Mm.
they are just picky and they are just spoiled. Rob, you are a spoiled '90s kid, and it shows.
I want it now. I want it now.
I
Nah,
mean,
but it. Go
There's
ahead.
been times where I didn't like to watch something because of how bad the CGI is.
Yeah. But
And
but
you are just a
but
spoiled
but you know what it
kid.
was though? It was that so much action happened in Ninja Kamui, how they moved and stuff. From that to go to that, it was a huge change. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, this is
You know, I
ah,
haven't. I never even watched that one, so I don't even know. But I can see where, like, if it goes from
Addict, kick him out, Addict, kick him out the thing. Okay.
if it
Yeah,
goes
Sweet boy.
from
thank you.
hard, if it goes from like original artwork to CGI, like I can see how that would be a very
That
jarring
you got to do.
transition.
We got homework for you, Tim. You got to watch like the first, just to get till it gets to the robot part. After that, you don't got to watch no more. Like the first what, like 7 or 8 episodes, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I think the CGI comes in like 8.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll watch it, right? But then we're going to come back on. We're going to record, and if it's not ass, I'm cussing both of y'all out. If I'm like, nah, the story was still cooking, I'm cussing both of y'all out.
You got to
Okay,
wear a
well,
hat. You got to wear a hat that says ass on it when you come back.
here's
Soon
my
as start-
thing. Here's my thing. I watched the whole thing because I still thought the story was really good. I didn't drop it,
Man,
but I can agree with Rob where he's saying the CGI was really, really bad.
it was. I might do it because Attic said Attic usually has good mental, like stuff when he judges. So I was like, I usually like what he likes. So I'm like, okay. Now that you said that, I might watch it. But everybody that I knew, everybody dropped it. Like literally everybody. And
You
Yeah,
know, if we're
it was
fair,
the hottest thing,
there's this stigma around CGI that me and Silva actually had talked about it. There's the stigma of CGI where people will just not watch something if it's CGI heavy, like shows like Ajin or Blame or even newer ones like Failure Frame. People will stay away from those
hmm
even though they are inherently good stories.
Okay, a hot take. I watched Ajin and I thought it looked better than Ninja Kamui. I actually watched both seasons of Ajin and I enjoyed it so much I didn't care what the CGI looked like. But the thing, like I said, it was just the aspect of you going all action, all hands, and then to the robot who was like, that transition was just too swift and just too trash. It just flipped. I'm telling you, Tim. When you watch it, you're gonna see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" Like I'm saying, like I was upset. I'm like, "What
So
is
you would
this?"
rather have T bait? You would rather have T bait animation?
Yes, I love T-Bait is good. This is my T-Bait impression. Look,
My T bait
I look.
impression of me about to kick someone out of the
Oh shit!
just put the strokes around me.
There you go. Put some lines right here. But
Oh
yeah,
man,
man, you got to check it out, man. You got homework, Tim. We giving you homework.
it's on Netflix, ain't it? Yeah.
Uh,
no, it's on Max.
Oh, it's on
mm,
Max. I thought I saw it on
Yeah.
Netflix before. Maybe they took it off. It was
damn, it was that bad. Netflix
oh
saw the
man,
ratings, like
but
hell no, push that button, get
if
it off.
since neither me nor Rob remember the old Yaiba, right? Do y'all have any like predictions that y'all want to do, or y'all just free flowing enjoying it? Is it one of them series where it's like I don't care too much to predict about it?
I don't think it's that. It's more so we already know, like
Yeah, yeah.
because of how cliche and stereotypical it is. There's
hmm
not really any need to guess. You already know he's gonna go through all the demons and then eventually fight Onimaru and then he's gonna beat Onimaru and it's gonna be a happy ending.
Mm. It's just a fun watch. You know what I'm saying? It's a really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like I said, it's my favorite anime out right now, and it's really crazy because Lazarus is really amazing too. And the Compass 2.0, that one too. I like that one. There's a lot of good shows out, but this
nah,
one
this
is just
season
like
cooking. This
good.
season is cooking right now.
It's too much, man. There's a whole potluck. The table's filled up, and like there's so much stuff out here. It's just like you
And
can't.
next season's about to cook even harder. The summer season's about to go real
Damn,
crazy.
it's too much,
Yeah.
man. It's too much. I can't do it. I don't know how anime addict how you do it, man. I think
Look,
he has like a.
I started watching 5 and I'm about to watch 6 and I start getting anxiety, start like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what the how am I going to keep up with this?" And then I fall behind 2 episodes. And those
hmm
2 episodes, since I'm watching 5, that's 10 episodes I got to watch. Man, I just
Damn.
shut down. I just shut down.
I'm in the same. I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same. I still haven't touched the demon slayer hunter, whatever the sword thing.
That's
Oh,
actually a really
I
good one. Do
yeah.
your homework and watch that one. I
yeah,
only watched the first episode,
I
but that
was
first
so
episode's a banger.
yeah, and it was an
Yeah,
hour long too, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Damn, I think all anime should do that. Make the first episode an hour long, just to give a lot of information so we can completely, because that's a. Then I think Sword Art Online did that too. Like the episodes were like 24 minutes each, but I feel like when it first aired, they aired the first two episodes when it first came out, so it was like an hour basically. And I watched them back to back, and I was just amazed. Sword Art Online, the first season, it's
Never
amazing.
watched Sword Art Online, but I have watched Gun Gale Online.
Where's my
Bro, what?
sword? Where's my
How you
sword?
gonna
I'm
watch
about to.
that but not SAO?
Where's my
I don't
sword?
know, but
I
I
need to do
like
something
Gun
to you,
Gale.
Tim.
I tell you that
I
much. I
gotta do
like
something
Gun
to you,
Gale.
Tim. I gotta get my sword. I gotta do something to you, Tim.
I
It's
got my
crazy.
two right here, man. I got my two right here,
Oh damn! Hold on.
chilling.
I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. Now you
You
gotta
lucky
watch
I ain't
it.
got my Tonto near me. I got a short one too, man. So
Oh man,
you know
that's
what I'm
crazy.
saying? I could go three sword style like it's nothing.
Do it. Put the one in the back of the elbow, like like what's his name? Killer B. The elbow and underneath the knee and shit. It's like, how did you do that?
Oh man. But is there anything else y'all want to add to it? Anything we might have missed that you want to talk about?
um, I'm just enjoying the shows, man.
I know
Uh,
that's right.
It's it's a lot of shows. Anybody who says there's nothing to watch, what's wrong with you? I'm saying that's all I gotta say. There's a lot, and it's like this season has a lot of different categories too. You get what I'm saying? It's not just
Yeah,
one genre. It's every like last season or like I say last year, it's like a lot of isekai, you know. And now
yeah.
this season, it's this season. It's a mix. There's love stories. There's computer, digital. There's magic. There's it's a smorgasbord of everything.
He said a
So
smorgasbord.
some I just want I never used that word before. I did it good. I did it good.
Yeah, yeah, man, yeah.
Off the bucket list. Yes. But anyway, yeah, like but like there's so much stuff and there's something for everybody. There's anybody who says they have nothing to watch, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, we got PNG T-bait. Come on, man. Come on. We didn't have that for in a long time. We didn't have it in a long time.
Yeah,
So
there was some girl that, a couple weeks ago, she, like, said something about Solo Leveling, like, now that it's gone, there's nothing to watch, and she was, like, asking people to recommend her stuff that's only about, like, aura and all that stuff. I was like, "If you're only looking for aura in anime, that's just sad."
that
Like, there's
man.
you're missing out on so much.
I was actually gonna do a video on I think I talked to you, Anime Addict,
Just point just
about
point
the
her towards
aura.
every isekai. Literally every isekai is just straight aura farming.
But I had a video. I wanted to work on this video. I was basically going to talk about how aura farming has become the new thing, and how basically back then it was usually like maybe one or two people in the whole show that had aura. But nowadays the whole cast has aura. You get what I'm saying? And it's the aura meter is thrown off. It started with like Tokyo Avengers. Everybody's a pretty boy. And then came Jujutsu Kaisen. Everybody loves everybody. Like there's too much aura. It's supposed to be like one or two people when you watch the show. That's the cool guy. That's the aura
Well, see,
guy.
the thing is, it used to be the side characters that was aura
Hmm.
farm. Now it's the MCs that do it. Like Dragon Ball. Who's the best aura farmer in Dragon Ball? Piccolo.
Think
As
so?
simple as that.
Trunks up
And
there too.
in Naruto, who's the best aura farmer? Sasuke. As simple as that.
Itachi up there, man. What you mean?
He's
Oh,
fuck Itachi. That's
oh,
a totally different
got the
discussion.
shit. Goku heart virus. It's killing me, Tim.
He
That's crazy.
Kisame's a better aura farmer than Itachi. What the hell?
Oh,
And he's just a shark human. The fuck?
oh, I'm sick. I'm sick right now, Tim. That's crazy.
We'll go on ahead and call it there before we start saying something too reckless about it.
Yeah.
let us let us know down below what y'all are thinking about Yaiba, what you like about it, what you don't like about it. If
Hmm.
we totally missed the mark with our opinions can be wrong sometimes. But while you are down there telling us that we're wrong, go on ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell,
We
and
ain't
we'll
wrong.
catch y'all next time.
We ain't wrong.